Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of JD Outdoors. Today I'm going to be talking about and going over my winter gear and apparel, the clothing I'm going to be using. Ryan, my co-host of Two Angles on Angling, fishing guide for Brookdog Fishing. He and I are about to go out on Lake Erie. It's December 2nd. We are getting quite a bit of snow right now and it is darn cold. So let's go over the gear that I'm going to be wearing to keep me warm and get us on fish. Okay, so laid out in front of us is all the clothing I will be wearing today when Ryan and I go out on Lake Erie. So from the bottom up, first layer, waffle pants. They are amazing. I've had them for years. Super duper warm. And then my darn tough wool socks, Buffalo, of course. And then Carhartt steel pants for the next layer. They're nice, thick. One of my favorite pants for this time of year. A merino top base layer, and then a waffle top base layer. This is a Mountain Ops, excuse me, this is a Mountain Ops brand, Carhartt, Field and Stream, Carhartt, JDO belt. And then around my neck is the new JDO lanyards that I will be offering. Forceps, nippers, tucks on the neck, around the neck, super convenient. Loved it, used it a bunch so far. So then from there, the top shell will be this Carhartt puffy jacket. Sometimes I'll exchange it for a vest earlier in the season, but right now with it being in the 20s, definitely need the full jacket. So then on top, I've got the JDO Co. beanie, a buff, a fleece one. It's awesome this time of year. And then I've got my flip mitt merino wool gloves, steelhead fishing. This time of year, they're always on me. I love them. They're not too much. Ryan will say at some point today that hooks get snagged in them easier, which is very true, but whatever. It's one aspect that I'm willing to deal with on those because I do enjoy them that much. And then as for the very top outer shell is the Carhartt Yukon suit. So I wear this thing ice fishing, and then I wear it, during the blizzards when we have to shovel around here in Western New York, and then out on Lake Erie or Ontario or the lower river if Ryan and I are out this time of year. From now basically till January, that's going to be the suit that's going to be on. So yeah, it's great. That suit is pretty much waterproof, so we've been out and it's turned from snow to rain and we've been good. So yeah, this is basically the system, and this is honestly most of what I'll be wearing, even steelhead fishing for the rest of the year. The only difference is, on the bottom I'll have my waders as the outer shell instead of those bibs, and then for the top layer I'll have like another rain jacket or potentially another puffy depending on how cold it is. But yeah, this is it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll get back to you with an answer. See you out on the water. Another piece of gear that I did not cover are the boots, and these are Kamiks. I've had them for 12 years, I think, honestly, or more now. They have a wool insert, they're rubber, they're great this time of year in the cold. I have yet to find a need to replace them, so this is what I wear on my feet this time of year. Alrighty. Hello, Two Angles on Angling listeners, as well as the JD Outdoors listeners and watchers. Ryan and I are out here, only ones, getting out on Lake Erie. Let's see how it goes.
giant, but a giant.
All right, everyone. Hello. We are back. It was a successful day of fishing. Ryan did boat and land 2 smallmouth, as you saw in the video. And that was awesome. Those both came on a 3/4 ounce swim bait. Probably, I think, a 3-inch swim bait. It wasn't a very big one at that. The water was pretty murky and dirty, so that definitely worked against us. I was jigging a JDO 5/8 bucktail. I definitely got bumped. I pulled in a scale at one point, but did not end up landing one, sadly. But it was fun getting out there. We didn't spend too long out there. A few hours. It got pretty darn cold, and the bite just was not there. So, anyways, that's the recap of the day. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for another episode of JD Outdoors, and also 2 angles on angling from the water. All right, take care. Peace out.